Good morning, CoachellaValley.com, and to our friends watching us at Desert Sands here on our Twitter, our YouTube, as well as our Facebook page. My name is Sean Webb. I am the Director of Community Engagement in the Educational Foundation for Desert Sands Unified School District, and you're watching Classroom Conversations. We are the show that engages our Desert Sands community. We highlight everything great about going on with our students and staff, as well as what's going on great out in the community, like I said. And today is a special episode. We're going to be talking a little bit about how the community can utilize Peachjar. And that's a platform we have for our community members as well as our schools for digital flyers. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But before I move on, I want to make sure to thank our partners over at CoachellaValley.com. Craig, thank you for your partnership. I see that I had the wrong brand up there. Let me go ahead. The wrong logo. Let me make sure I put up the right one there so we can see the full thing there. But thank you, CoachellaValley.com, for your partnership and your friendship and allowing us to present on your platform. But as well as Desert Sands Educational Foundation Board, they wrote a grant with the City of Indio, and that allowed for us to be here. So thank you, City of Indio, and we'll be talking to Brooke here shortly. But I would like to read the mission statement for the Desert Sands Educational Foundation. The Desert Sands Educational Foundation secures funding and awards money to provide supplemental resources that enrich and enhance student learning in Desert Sands Unified School District, and their vision statement. In partnership with public and private sectors, Desert Sands Educational Foundation financially supports creative and innovative programs that enrich and enhance the educational experience in the academics, the arts, and extracurricular activities that engage all students and staff in DSUSD. Okay, let's go ahead and let me maximize my screen so I can see a little bit better here. We'll bring on Chef Mary. Good morning, Chef Mary. How are you?
Hey, good morning. I'm doing well. It's cold over here.
Cold? What's cold to you now? You lived in Big Bear. It can't be cold.
Well, it's 57 degrees, and it feels like it's like 30. But, you know, it's funny, in Big Bear, we could get out at 10 degrees and shovel snow.
Yeah.
I guess it's like you have dry heat in Palm Springs. We must have had dry cold in Big Bear. But, I guess they're going to have snow in the mountains, which is kind of exciting. I know they're trying to get the resort open, and everybody's anxious to get everybody's skiing and outdoors again. But, no, life is good. Christmas shopping is kind of going on. Got almost done.
Okay.
I've been doing a lot of baking and cake, cookies and stuff like that, just for my peeps at work and for some of the neighbors. So it's been kind of nice.
I will say, Chef Mary, I miss not having you in the desert because I'm going to share with everyone. Chef Mary makes an amazing pumpkin pecan pie that she used to give us at the holidays when she was over at La Quinta High, and that's something I was missing on my Thanksgiving table this year. But I wish you were nearby to be able to make me some treats. I'll say that.
I know. It's like I've been baking that pie every year since 1965.
Look at that.
It is a family tradition, and it's funny because I can pass the recipe on.
Okay.
But I don't know what everybody else does to it, but it's fail-proof. And they call me back and they go, "Well, it was kind of mushy and it was not runny and." And like, this is a bone simple recipe. Don't go outside the box.
Well, I'll tell you what, speaking of, simple recipes, you know that we have a great partnership with CV Harvest Box.
Yes.
And CV Harvest Box is Mark Tadros and Tony Marchese. And they had a great little showing over at the Tamale Festival this weekend. And being the Tamale Festival, I'll share that CV Harvest Box had a lot to do with the market that they had there, and with that market, Mark Tadros's son was selling lemonade.
Oh,
when I say selling lemonade, he sold lemonade. He does it at all the Sunday markets. You may have saw him there when we were at Palm Desert last year, Mary.
Yes.
But he did this at the Sunday market, and Carter has Carter's Lemonade. And what he did is he raised $251, and they used that money, as you can see there in that picture. He purchased toys for the toy drive that Carter that Gerald Ford Elementary is doing.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible!
Just absolutely amazing. As Principal John Preston always says, they're Falcon awesome. Well, this is Falcon awesome, definitely, most definitely. But no, that all happened at the Indio Tamale Festival. You know, I'll say that Brooklyn was one of his clients. Bought a little tub of lemonade for $5. It was a very, very sugary tart lemonade. Simple. But no, great for Carter to do that and to give back. I loved it.
I think these kids are just incredible when they do things like that, like our young men that do the flags. And then we have our young lady that does her donations and her backpacks and whatever.
Yes. With Alyssa. Alyssa does those great things. Well, Carter's just in, I think, first grade.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Just
well, it's never too young to get them started.
You know what? I agree with you completely. So I'm getting my slides here loaded up. Brooke is in the green room. I see her backstage here. Why don't we go ahead and we'll bring her on, because I know she's got some great information to share about the city of Indio. Good morning, Brooke. How are you?
Hi, Chef Mary. How are you?
Good morning, and you too. How are you?
Good. It's great to talk to you on a Thursday. We're over the hump part of the week.
I know. Brooke, I always wondered why did they call it the green room? Because I've done green room events. Like, what is the green? How did that come to be? Do you know?
I'd really have to do some research about it. I know that, we have what we refer to as the green screen in television. So why would the room be green too? I don't know.
I want to say it's a psychological thing, because green is a color that is pleasing to the mind, right? Kind of calms you down, as well as, think about it, when you're at a stoplight. This is the only Sean Webb version, okay? You're at a stoplight, green means go. So when you're in that room, you got to be ready to go.
No, that's probably
true. Yeah. That's one good idea. I took a critical studies class in oh, you know what? I'm actually getting a call from Desert Sands Unified School District right now on my phone. Isn't that fortuitous?
Look at that. Okay, so should I bring you off screen?
Well, I just missed it, so we will find out what is going on at my own children's Desert Sands school in just a moment.
Okay. Always interesting. Well, you know what? That means we'll speed along here, Brooke. Let me bring up some slides.
I mean, this is real life, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so these are some terrific things that the city of Indio is doing in cooperation with some of our community partners. In this case, our Desert Recreation District, which provides activities and recreation for kids and their families all over the Coachella Valley, not just in the city of Indio, but we have family movie night. It is this Friday, so it's actually going to warm up a bit tomorrow, and it is at the Indio Community Park on Clinton Street, and this is a big screen. We work on that with the Chamber of Commerce to present to people. So bring some blankets, bundle up, bring some snacks, some lawn chairs, and enjoy How the Grinch Stole Christmas, definitely getting you into the holiday spirit. It's a free activity, so fun for everybody.
Yeah, definitely. So I'll tell you, somebody in our office here in tech. So my office is back in technology, and I just saw them. They're dressed up as the Grinch because they're going to have a parade, and they got the outfit for $120 on Amazon. It's full on head to toe Grinch outfit.
Oh my God!
Toes and everything.
I'd love to see you wearing that outfit.
Oh, they don't make them big enough for that, Brooke. I'm sorry.
I guess that's true. You're a tall guy.
I want to say that one of our viewers said that green stands for fresh beginnings.
Oh,
they stated that. And then lastly, real quick, I always like to highlight our comments. Our own foundation president is watching. Good morning to all of us. Just dropped off Team Brandon Lee, and they're going to fight the weekend in LA this weekend. I don't know if you guys know that, Brooke. I don't know if you know who Brandon is. He's a Quinta High alum, and he graduated 2018. He was a TA of mine. He's going to be hopefully going to be 24-0 after the weekend.
Oh, wow.
That is incredible. The Coachella Valley, really the boxing program here, we're so fortunate to have people like Joel Diaz, like Timothy Bradley to serve as mentors for our kids in the athletic arena.
Yep, and I know that he's done some sparring over at the Indio Boxing Club as well. Brandon's a great ambassador for the desert boxing for youth and so forth. But we'll move on. I'm sorry. Here we go. We've got some more slides here. Brooke, let's see. Add to the stream. There we go.
So also with Desert Rec District, there's a free holiday craft event that's happening on Saturday, also at the Indio Community Center. Kids can do up to 4 different holiday themed crafts. That's from 9 to 12, and reservations are recommended. So go to myrecreationdistrict.com to sign up. And again, this is a terrific resource for people to get them into the holiday spirit. Open to anyone.
Yeah, definitely. I know that if I have the opportunity, I'll be there on Saturday. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'd love to take Brooklyn, although she doesn't meet the four-year-old requirement. I wonder if I could sneak her in.
I mean, could I request that you take it easy this weekend, Sean?
That could be happening.
I mean, I could request that, whether or not you'll do it.
Chef Mary, has that ever happened?
No, I don't know how to make that happen. It's like the minute that here's what I don't understand. The minute that you have the day off and you wake up and you get out of bed and everything is going, and then the next day you have to go to work and you're laying in bed and you're like going, I don't want to get up today, but I do want to get up, but I just want to be able to lay in bed for a little bit longer.
I don't think Sean does that.
I've been baking cookies, and I bought some pre-made snowman cookies that didn't turn out like snowmen. I don't know what happened. They got spread out too far. So I was trying to put eyes on them last night, like little coal eyes, and it turned into this monster. And I have to figure out what to do with it today because I have a whole ton of them to put on a cookie tray.
Bring them to the Indio Community Center craft event on Saturday. That's one.
Oh my God. Yes, that would be perfect. Maybe they could turn it into something exciting, upside down or whatever.
Yes.
It sounds like it was made with TLC, Mary, and that's all you need.
So another event, Sean, that I just would like to tell people about really quickly is through our partnership with Coachella Animal Network, the City of Indio is providing low-cost vaccine, microchip, licensing, spay, and neutering. And the information there is on your screen, but I'm looking really quickly. I think it is the weekend after next.
Yeah, I can see it's December 16th and 17th.
Mm-hmm. But the spay and neuter, you need to make reservations for that ahead of time. The vaccine, microchip, and licensing, you do not. And it's really at such a discount. It's a terrific way to just kind of check all those things off your list that you need for your cats or dogs. So take advantage of that. And then also we have coming up the schedule that corresponds with Desert Sands Unified. Again, for the Teen Center, there's a couple of great events that are coming up there. Some field trips to Big Bear and to Six Flags, and tamale making, lighting candles, presentation by Safe House of the Desert. So that is a free resource, again, for kids all over the valley between grades 8 and 12. It is really like a stimulating and very supportive environment for the out of school time hours for kids. And we do not discriminate based on city of residency. So really, if you can get yourself there, you can participate in some of these events. You can go to indio.org/teen center to find more. And including just another plug for Indio Live, Desert Sands Unified contributes to our monthly newsletter every month. Oh, I guess I skipped that other one. That one is important. That's a big community meeting tonight. And this is how the city is setting up our plan for what the future of Highway 111 could be.
Oh,
so
nice.
if you're interested in that, learning more about the 3.9 miles of Highway 111 that run through the city of Indio between Jefferson and Indio Boulevard, please attend virtually tonight for one part of it. And you can learn a little bit more about what the city's vision is and how we're incorporating everyone's input into kind of the future of Highway 111. Whether or not you live in Indio, it is a very highly traveled location, especially being the corridor for the Larson Justice Center and all of those other things that pretty much everyone does if they're going to jury duty or just even trying to get, say, even to the district office if they're coming from the east part of the valley.
I'll say that I love how you guys are reaching out to the community for this. Before pandemic, I remember going to I think there was an event that talked about how you guys are going to decorate up this, not decorate, but re-envision the downtown area and I went to the COD campus down there, and you had platforms and so forth. So I encourage people, if you really want input, definitely attend this, because they're there to answer questions and hear input. So.
Absolutely. And we incorporate all of those things. In fact, maybe you just found out that the city of Indio was one of the recipients of a very large, substantial grant to build a new sports park in the city near Jackson Street and Market. And the design for that sports park came from a series of public meetings, both virtual and in person. And so that's another example of how when people get involved in these types of meetings, their input does shape the trajectory of what that project is going to be like. And if you want to stay up to date on when all of these meetings are and how you can be involved, please sign up for Indio Live. You all just put your phone up to the screen right now. Simply plug in your email address. So all those folks that are watching right now, Kathleen, Manuel, Becky, those are just some of the ones that I'm seeing that are commenting. Thank you for joining. Please hold your phone up to the screen. We'll leave it here for just another second. Sorry, taking control of that from you.
No problem. No problem. I love it.
Live. And then you can see this monthly newsletter and get a good grasp on how you can get involved, what future events are, like the Tamale Festival, like these craft fairs or movie nights or anything else to get involved.
No, I love seeing that that email that you guys sent out with all that information. It's just, I would just say, anything you need to find out about the city of Indio, you can find out through Indio Live. And it's just fantastic that you have that.
Thank you. And thank you so much, Chef Mary. I'm going to see what this voicemail is from Desert Sands right now. I should be more specific. It's actually from my child's school. So I will sign out. You guys have a terrific day. And thanks as always. Oh, and hello to Victor.
Yeah, I just saw that. Good morning. Salute to my girlfriend. She's having a baby.
Congratulations.
This is the first time that people have mentioned they're having a baby on Classroom Conversations.
No, that's awesome.
There we go. Well, Brooke, thank you so much, and we'll see you next week. Have a good
week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Oh, Mary, it's always a pleasure to have Brooke on with us. I
know it's amazing how much they are really promoting and just rejuvenating that whole area.
Oh, definitely. No, I love how they're doing that. They're definitely, and like I said to Brooke, I know that you had a little issue there with your camera. You might have been off, but I talked to her before the pandemic. I was invited to a series of these meetings where we're at the COD campus in downtown Indio, and how they want to rebuild and re-envision the whole downtown area. And they have these large platforms, and these platforms are different concepts from all different types of areas that are the same size. So it was just great to see the different makeups and mock-ups, and you got to put down the stickers of which ones you really like and so forth. So it's just great to have that voice and that opinion. Yeah.
So what's the latest and greatest in the school system? Everybody's coming up on a holiday?
Yeah, we're coming up on holiday, and I'm glad you brought that up, Mary. I want to highlight our website a little bit today, okay? So on our website, as Brooke was saying, she got a voicemail from her school to find out what's going on and so forth. So if you go on our website and you want to find out a little bit more information about what's going on, maybe if it's an event, or maybe it's a gathering with your teachers, or it's what can I say, an announcement about something going on in the community. We have a partnership called Peachjar. These are district approved flyers. And Mary, if you sign up, and people can do this just by going to, let's see here, peachjar.com, you sign up which schools you want, and then you'll get emails on those schools and their flyers. So give me a school, Mary. We got 34 of them. Let's check out what they've got going on in their Peachjar.
No, let's go to my favorite, La Quinta.
Okay, I knew you were going to say that. La Quinta High School. So if you go to La Quinta High School right now, which I just clicked on their Peachjar flyers, these are the ones that are recently posted. So you can see them as recent as they're talking about U Town Hall series here. I know that I want to highlight this because I'm going to try and watch it virtually. But this year's their 2021 holiday season. This is what they're doing for the community and so forth. But what's great about Peachjar is it's up in English as well as it's there in Spanish there too. So our families can access that. But all you do is peachjar.com. You sign up for the school you want, and you just go from there. So why don't we pick out another school site? So one of the areas that we're broadcasting today to is Jefferson Middle School. So we're going to pull up their flyer. That's over in Indio. Thomas Jefferson Middle School, Mrs. McCormick and Mrs. Chang are the administrators over there. Work with them a lot. But they posted, and sometimes our partners will ask to be on different school sites too. So here's an example, and you might want to write this down, everybody. Santa's hotline. This is for anybody. 8555 Santa for Kids. That's December 14, 15, and 16. You could talk to Mrs. Claus or you could talk to Santa. So this is just an example of Peachjar where the community reaches out to speak with our students and our families and so forth.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, how cute is that?
Oh, you know what, Becky Louise, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pull up Palm Desert High School for you as you asked. So once again, you're at DSUSD.us. You click on Peachjar. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on, she asked for Palm Desert High first. So we will go to Palm Desert High. I clicked on Palm Desert High School. These, once again, in some of the times, you're going to see the flyers on multiple sites. So see the Uton Hall series? This here is talking about Uton Hall, okay? And you saw this not only on Palm Desert site, but you also, I don't know if you saw it, this was also on the La Quinta site as well.
I saw that,
so
yeah.
it pertains to age as well. So when our partners go ahead and have these flyers, they have the ability to pick out the age group, the schools, and so forth. Let's see here. We also have information about vaccination clinics, the transfer timeline. This is something I wanted to cover with everybody here too. Let's see if it'll let me view this right now. You know what? Believe it or not, Mary, my computer's just locked up. Look at that. Oh, maybe it'll view now. Oh, well, the transfer timeline is going on right now. We'll have to highlight that next time. But unfortunately, that flyer is not active. So, oh, there we go. Transfer timeline, Mary. The transfer timeline for the 22-23 year, if you want to transfer and go to a different school in Desert Sands, it starts December 3rd. Okay, so it started last week, and it goes through February 28th. So this is for next school year, Mary. So say, for example, you wanted to send Madison to one of the schools that focuses on STEM, or maybe you want to take the opportunity to send her to the IB elementary school or the IB middle school. You have to fill out one of these transfers to be considered. So what happens is if there's availability, the principal, 9.9 times out of 10, they're going to go ahead and accept if there's availability. If there's not availability, they then go into what is like a lottery system. So we encourage our families that if you want to transfer, you have to go ahead and apply by that window there. Yeah. So that's Peachjar, Mary. That's where you can see all the information going on with the district here.
That's kind of cool. It's kind of a fun name too.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that came from. But no, I agree. It's a great program that we utilize in the community. Like, for example, I got a call this morning from the Coachella Valley Association of Governments, and it's a person over there who's working, follow me on this, he's with CVAG, working with the city of Palm Desert on trying to distribute smart thermostats for Palm Desert residents.
Oh, wow.
So what will end up happening is he flat out said in the voicemail, I want to access Peachjar. So he'll end up providing us a flyer in English and Spanish, and we will go ahead and put it on our Peachjar. And that is sometimes we have the ability to go ahead. There are fees and so forth. Peachjar is not owned by us, but we approve the flyers.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So they do have to pay for advertisement and those types of things as well. Yeah. But let's see. I want to go ahead and pull up our Twitter real quick, Mary. I know we haven't been on all week, but I want to make sure to share with everybody. Here's our Twitter account. Indio High School. Look at this. They're doing a little event where you can win some Indio High School swag. Tell us why you come to school. And then they're promoting people to post to Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok and use the hashtag I'm here because.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I love what Principal Lawson and the staff was doing over there with the rest of his admin team and the teachers and the classified over there are working together. You're going to love that the counseling department is leading the way here. I'm looking forward to seeing what they have in that. I'll definitely be checking out that hashtag to see what they have.
Yeah, that's kind of yes.
Yeah, definitely. Here's the Ukin report. You got to thank Cindy Ukin. She always highlights us and so forth. They did a great article here based on Desert Sands, excuse me, in regards to the 10 Saturday sessions we're going to have for our migrant families and so forth. Let's see, what else do we have going on in Twitter here? So that RCOE, thank you for retweeting our information there. Thank you. Look at this here. The our own Desert Sands Unified School District.
Yeah.
You know, DSUSD not has it, but we are it. We're incredibly talented. And the reason why the LCAP lady, Mama Wood, put that out there is we won, Mary, 2 golden bells.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
And how does that happen?
2 golden bells. So the CSBA, follow me, is the California State School Board Association. And that is the organization that oversees all the school boards and so forth. And you have to apply for these things. There was over a couple, I believe it's just over 1,000 school districts in deserts just in California alone. And 50 were recognized, and we won 2 of the gold medals out of the 50. So pretty amazing. Congratulations to all of our Desert Sands staff. Congratulations to our cabinet and to our school board. You can see there's Dr. Kelly Mae Vollmer, Mr. Griffith, our board president, who is now going to be transitioned to regular board members. We just had a repositioning meeting. Mrs. Conover takes over coming up at the next meeting. And then you can see Mr. Bailey there. But just amazing to being honored at the California State School Board Association Conference.
Well, you know, over the past year and a half when you and I have been doing this classroom conversations, we see that with the different teachers and the programs and the fact they come on and tell us what they're doing or in the near future or what's planned. It just motivates, I think, people to get involved.
No, definitely.
And to come out with their own ideas and to be creative and, you know, and those things win awards. They're easy.
You want to see something that's very creative? Is, you know, our, the career pathways in Desert Sands are just amazing. And one of the amazing career pathways is over at Amistad High School. And what they're doing is a construction pathway that they're starting. And look what they're building for the first one here, Mary. You see what they're building there?
Yes.
That's a tiny house.
Oh my God.
They're partnered up with College of the Desert, the Building and Energy Systems Professional Advisory Meeting, where we work together on this, but they're teamed up with COD, where they're building an energy efficient tiny house. Our students are doing this. That's on the campus at Amistad High School. And they're not only getting high school credit, they're getting college credit.
And you know, Sean, like up in this area here in North San Diego County, you know, we were trying to get some gardeners and we were trying to get some work done. And they are so busy that, you know, that we're months out before you can even get them. So the jobs are there.
Oh no.
You know, and they were being paid well, and the salary they were asking was a fair, livable salary.
Oh, I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Speaking of fair and livable salaries, you know, one of our close friends who used to be an executive chef in Palm Springs, he's now taking some time away. I'm not going to say any names, but this gentleman told me that the organization he left, they were having a hard time finding staffing. But get this, Mary, the starting staffing rate at this very, very beautiful resort in Palm Springs started at $24 an hour.
Wow.
And having a hard time. I almost want to get a weekend job at $24 an hour. I think Brooke would yell at me, but I almost want to get a weekend job doing that.
We have that same issue here, you know, in San Diego. You know, they're interim beginning, no experience, sort of a job is paying $19 and up to get them in the door. And just, I don't know. But I think we hired 4 people in the last 2 weeks out of the 70 or 80 that we need.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's there's definitely a need. But, you know, let's not talk about need anymore. Let's bring up this last thing before we go ahead and let everybody loose here. This tweet was out by the city of Indio, and I'm going to read it because I think it's pretty important. Did you know 5 of the Desert Sands Unified School sites have been recognized for the U.S. News ranking of the top 1,000 elementary schools? Martin Van Buren Elementary School in city of Indio is one of them. Pretty awesome there.
That is incredible.
One of the top 1,000 schools. Top 1,000 schools. Got it in the country. That's pretty awesome feat there. Pretty awesome. But Mary, I'll tell you, I've got a busy day here. I'll tell you, I'm going to go over to Old Town Artisan Studios. I'm having a partnership meeting with them, with a chef, and potentially see if we can partner with the chef, Old Town Artisan Studios, and connecting them with La Quinta Culinary for when we're fully back. So I've got that going on. And then this afternoon, you'll love it, I'm participating with Dr. Cook in the DESLA program.
Oh, wow.
That's the Desert Sands Educational, Leadership Academy, where we participate and we analyze different articles, and we're reading different studies on great educational practices around the world. So great course that I'm participating in. But that'll be my afternoon. And then tomorrow I get to go to Leadership Coachella Valley. You know, Mama Wood is part of that class, so I get to go over to Leadership Coachella Valley with her, where it's government and judicial process day. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sounds like you've got a busy day, and like there's some big storm coming in. All of a sudden, I'm looking out the window, and it's just like gray. Are you getting rain over there?
It's been a little bit chilly. It's been a little chilly. I'll tell you what, in my morning hikes, it's been in the low 50s and even the high 40s. We do seem to, I think we were supposed to have gotten rain on Tuesday, but if anything, maybe one drop fell. But it's definitely a little cloudy. It looks nice in the morning with the clouds in the sunrise and so forth.
So I have a quick question for you. So how has Brooklyn been with seeing Santa Claus?
Oh, she loves Santa Claus. And I just bought we have a Santa Claus blow up with reindeer that's on top of our roof. So she just loves that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is so cute. That is so cute. Steve was terrified.
Oh,
Absolutely
really?
Terrified. Would not go, wanted nothing to do with him until he was like 5 or 6 years old.
That is too funny. It's funny. Hey, Mary, I'm going to end off on something very positive here. You remember a couple of years ago when myself and yourself and the rest of the Quinta Career Technical Education team went to Sacramento?
Yes.
Well, look at this. Mr. Bebo, myself, and Mary Perry submitted to present, and we were selected.
Oh.
We will be presenting at this year's conference for California Career Pathways for the California Partnership Academies. This is the Returning to Instruction in the New World Conference. And it's exciting. Myself and Mr. Bebo and Mary, we're going to share about everything great. And here's the best part, Mary, is we're going to do a how-to session. So we're encouraging people at the conference to come in, not just with one person, maybe two, maybe three from your team, because we want to help and build an activity.
Yes.
You know, when we couldn't find internships, what did we do, Mary? We built them ourselves, right? We created them ourselves.
Exactly. I remember that one meeting that we had when I first met you, and everybody got into a big circle, and they had to move from one person to the next and find out who they were and talk to them. And that was really pretty cool. I mean, that was building a team in itself of just connections.
Yep.
I mean, how easy was that? Because you normally don't really do that, but this way you were kind of like, "Hi, how are you? My name is so-and-so." I thought that was pretty impressive. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, so that we're going to be at that conference. I'm not sure how many times we're presenting, but I'm just looking forward to it. So I'll flat out say Mary and Kevin have presented before. I've never been at a conference to present. Been at plenty of them. I've participated in many of them. I've been a person to ask questions. I've been on a panel, but never been there to fully present. So very excited for this opportunity to share about what we got going on great in Desert Sands. We also are submitting this presentation to some other conferences too, because I think what we got in our lemonade is pretty tasty.
Well, you know, you've done so much work to put all these programs into place. I mean, they have to be shown throughout the communities to other schools, because I mean, I think it's been so, innovative to do all of this and to come up with the programs and then put them in place and then have the teachers respond and then carry them out. That's probably more important than anything else, that they believe in the program.
Look at what one of our own partners put down there.
Rick, oh my gosh.
Deputy Contreras, great always seeing you, watching us and so forth. I can't wait for them to come back as well. That'll be a great time. But Chef Mary, that's all I got for us today. I am excited that we've got one more week next week, and then we'll take a 2-week break.
I know.
Are you okay with that, taking a 2-week break?
Oh yeah, let me think about that for a while. Yes. There's not much of a break for me because we'll still have events going on, but it would be nice I'll sleep in.
There you go. You'll get to sleep in. Chef Mary, always a pleasure. To our friends at CoachellaValley.com, thank you for watching and following us, and all of our friends on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Always a pleasure. We'll see you next week. Maybe we can get this green screen a little bit better. I'm sorry if it's a little bit wacky with you. But we'll see you next week at Classroom Conversations on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 o'clock. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.